What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much for joining me on another first ride. So today we got the 2019 Yamaha XSR900, the brother to the cousin, I'd say, to the Yamaha XSR900 MT09 territory. So I just got off the XSR900. If you guys haven't seen that video, make sure to go check it out. And as always, make sure to come check out WestSide Motorsports. If you guys are in the Spokane, basically Eastern Washington area, these guys are very knowledgeable. Come say hi to Nate, come say hi to Charlie. They've helped me out so much. Let me ride these bikes, you know, and make videos for you guys. So let's get started. See what this beast's got. Oh, okay. So from getting off the XSR900 just a minute ago, I can tell you this bike is automatically taller. So I ride an XSR9, and I feel like this thing has a little wider seat. It automatically, the tank is wider, just like the XSR9. It's all just a little bit wider. These bars look way nicer though, just like the stock FZ bars, or XSR9 bars. All right, so let's get on the road, see what this thing's got. So if you don't know, I ride, my personal bike is a 2014 XSR9, which is, like I said, the cousin to the XSR900. Same motor, same bike, just basically this is the Neo, just like the CB1000, this is the Neo Sport Neo Retro bike. And first thing you notice, definitely more torquey. Interesting. So if you don't know, unless you have a 2018 and above, or a 2017 and above XSR9 or XSR900, the first generation, like my 2014, just has standard mode, A mode, and B mode. So B mode being basically rain mode. It cuts the power down a lot, and basically just makes the throttle more linear. And then when it gets up to higher RPM, it kind of gives you the whole shebang. Standard mode, just kind of you're around town, cruising, not doing too much. So, and this thing, what's different about this one, just like the brand new or the newer XSR9s, it has traction control. So currently I'm in traction control mode 2, which is the highest traction control on this bike. So I could turn that down to 2, 1, or off. I could turn the traction control off if I want to do wheelies or whatnot. So for now, I'm just gonna fix these mirrors, and let's just test out standard. Actually, let's start in B mode. All right, third gear in B mode. Basically a pig. See? What happens is in B mode, basically you give it gas, nothing, and then it just kind of all of a sudden comes on at you. It kind of just gives you all the beans at once. See that? And I think also traction control is kind of keeping it down, keeping it afoot, so it's not overwhelming. Okay. We'll just leave that as it is. Oh yeah, she's got some get up and go. That's in B mode. Let's go to standard now, because B mode is no fun comparatively. This just feels like a different bike compared to mine. It just feels like it's being limited by a lot of electronics. That's probably traction control number 2, but there you go. That starts to feel like an XSR9, like mine. Mine, I feel like it just has torque everywhere from probably 3 to 4 grand on. Torque monster. So what we're gonna do is just with this little flip of a switch, gonna knock it down. Oh, there you go. So it's actually up to go down and down to go up. So you can do that on the fly. You just have to be off throttle. You just click up to go down. So I went from 2 to traction control 1. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that feels like an FZ. That feels more like it. Yeah, traction control 2. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. So in second gear, as I was expecting, I gassed on it. I'm at 35. And that wheel wants to just float. It wants to come right up just like my XSR9. That does not have traction control or ABS. So this has ABS and traction control. which means it comes with a little more of a premium price. So an MSRP on an XSR900 is around 9 grand. I believe this is around 10 grand, 10.5. I know it's a little more expensive just because of what it is. It's got a lot more fancy bits on it. It just looks more classy, more retro style. It's got that retro seat. It's got the retro headlight. Oh yeah. That's what I'm used to, that MT09 feeling. That second gear just wanted to come right up on you. This is a brand new bike, so probably should take it a little more easy. And that's still in just standard mode. That ain't A mode yet. There's something about this bike, just like my XSR900, it just makes it, it's almost wants you to go, like, it almost forces my hand to twist that throttle. It's an intoxicating feeling. Torque is an intoxicating feeling. I take it easy because there's a lot of rocks, but I can't stop twisting the throttle. I can't just take it easy on this bike. It just doesn't want to go easy. It wants you to wring its freaking neck. No joke about it. It wants you to wring its neck, show it who's boss, pop it off red line. It wants it. It just loves being revved. I already like the clutch feeling better. Oh yeah. Alright, so let's do it. I can see this thing's got some power. First gear, second gear, power, just like my FZ. It's a torque monster. Let's pop it into A mode. How do you do this? How in the hell do you turn off traction control? I don't know how to turn traction control off. I'm actually going to stop. When we get to my spot where I do my cinematic shots, I'm going to stop and turn traction control off, see what the difference is. Because it's still allowing me to pull the wheel up in traction control 1. So, yeah. And A mode is bonkers. Oh yeah. That was not even full throttle. Honestly, didn't want to go full throttle. Even though I know how this feels, because I have one. It's so intoxicating. I just need to stop myself and just cruise for a second and talk. So the brakes, let's talk about brakes now. So suspension, 100%. The first generation FZs, the XSR900, the suspension was so bad. It was so squishy. This feels so much better, so much stiffer. I just feel like I have a lot more confidence in this suspension. A lot more confidence. They really did a number on this, the new generation, basically the updated version of the XSR900. It honestly might be a little too stiff, or the seat is rock hard. The seat on the XSR900 was really soft. It was comfortable. I feel like I could ride on it for a long time and not get fatigued. This thing, on the other hand, this seat is taking me for a ride itself. The suspension, yeah, eats up bumps, but this seat is not helping at all. It's a really stiff seat. It looks so good. It's a good looking seat. Gosh, stop it. Chill out. I just feel too confident on this thing because it's just like my bike. Oh yeah, traction control came on as soon as I wanted to pop that thing up. So that's what it does. It cut the power when I wanted to pop a wheelie, which is why it's there. It's there in case you accidentally whiskey throttle it, get that wheel off the ground. It'll cut power, put that wheel back on the ground. Or if you're in the rain or snow or you hit gravel or something, the traction control is there to save you. I don't care if my bike has traction control. If I had a brand new bike and it didn't come with it, I understand that it should. and why it's there for safety, but I never really cared for it. I like the raw feeling. But yeah. And ABS also, this thing has ABS, and I just, let's see. Ooh. Huh. With ABS on, it's allowing me to skid that. Interesting. This thing is a freaking rocket ship. This has so much more power than that XSR900. Everywhere. Everywhere. This is a whole different beast than the XSR900. If you are a beginner rider, this might not be the bike for you. That is an unreasonable amount of power. And for a beginner, that could be a little overwhelming, which is completely understandable. So after this, I'm gonna stop, get some cinematic pictures, cinematic photos. I hope you guys enjoy them, and we'll get back on the road. I feel like I don't get the same vibe I got when I got off their XSR900. I don't know, this just feels like they didn't put as much time into effort and stuff like that. It feels like they just kind of took the MT09 and put a different body panel on it and put a different headlight on it. It's got the same bar. I know that's the stock bar. Obviously, different front fender, different rear fender, different tank and seat, but it looks exactly the same. The XSR900 completely looks different to me. Like, the frame is so much classier. Like, it's such a good looking frame. I don't know what it is, but that bike just like oozed class. This thing does too, but I just feel like it's just a reimagination of the MT09, which it is, obviously. But I just feel like Yamaha took so much more time with the 700 and kind of just took the 900 and just like, meh, we'll just tweak a couple things and send it on out in the market. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's a great bike, but I just feel like they put more time into the 700s. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that's pretty reasonable statement? I do. I've ridden both of them. I've seen them both. Like this seat. The 700 seat is so much nicer. It's so much more comfy. It just looks better with like all the Alcantara. This just looks kind of, I don't know, kind of bland, kind of cheap comparatively compared to the 700. Just my 2 cents. Like the motor, it's insane. It's insane. All right, let's see if I can figure out how to, that's how you do it. So you gotta hold traction control up. So push it up to get traction control off. So, we've already tried out B mode, we've tried out standard mode, we've tried out A mode, so now we're gonna try out A mode with traction control off. So this thing's about to get rowdy. Make sure I didn't forget anything. And let's get going. Oh, that's bright. Okay. Mirrors on the MT07 were better too. So, take that as you will. I do love this motor. Oh, I wonder if traction control and ABS are like together. No, that still has ABS. I feel like that should be a cool setting. I don't know, I feel like some manufacturers do that. If you turn traction control off, I feel like you should also turn ABS off. I don't know, I think that's a good idea. Instead of having to fidget through the menus or stuff like that, because you can't disable traction or ABS on most bikes. So let's hop back onto the street, and after this Jeep, and let's go. All right, traction control off. Give her some gas. God, this thing is a rocket. Holy crap! It is so quick. The front wheel literally just like bobbing up and down. Oh my goodness, this thing is a rocket ship. It's got 9 miles, so I don't want to go too crazy, but good lord, this thing is on another level of power and torque compared to the XSR900 or MT07. It's on another level. This is not for the beginner. People ask me that all the time, like, should I get an MT09 if I've never ridden on the street? If you have some knowledge, obviously that helps, but if you have some knowledge of riding on the street, if you have some knowledge of street bikes, I'd say give it a shot. Go, go, go. I'd say give it a shot, but if not, I would say go to the XSR900 or the FZ07. This thing is just, it's a little out of control. It's just so crazy quick and torquey. That could definitely get you into some trouble. And I feel like it's just not as flickable. For someone small like me, the 700 is where it's at. The 700 is where it's at. That FZ07, man, it's perfect size for a small guy like me. And I have friends who are bigger than me, probably around 200 pounds, 180, around there. Everyone that I know who rides one of these is about my size or bigger. Like, all right, so now we're gonna hop on the freeway, see how this thing does on the freeway. Like I said, traction control off in A mode, because everybody wants to see how fast it is in A mode. It's a rocket. These throttles are so weird. Like, look how much play. Let's look at that. That's a lot of play in throttle. Whew. Okay. God, it is ridiculous how quick this thing is. So I've also ridden the Z900, which is like the direct competitor of the FZ09, and that thing had some torque, and I feel like it does have more high-end horsepower at the, because it is that 4-cylinder inline 4. But good lord, this thing is so torquey. Like, holy crap. Like 40. 60, 70 right there. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Oh my goodness. That is so much power. I've ridden the CB1000. I've ridden some leader bikes. Not any newest generation leader bikes, but the torque of this thing blows them out of the water in the lower RPMs. Just like not even a chance. There's no sport bike that would beat this to 60, I feel like. None. No super sport. I mean, past 60, yeah, they're gone. Gone. But to 60, this thing is so fast. So quick. If you can keep that front wheel on the ground. Can you hurry the hell up? Oh, actually, not that I need extra space or time. This thing has enough torque to spin the world. Good lord, it's fast. Goodness gracious. Alright, so I'm going to just compare them apples to apples. XSR900, XSR900. If you want balls to the wall, crazy, mental bike that makes you want to do bad things, this is the bike for you. If you want something that has potential to do rowdy things, do wheelies, have fun, all that stuff, but also has a calm side to it. This thing is just a straight person on crack. It's just nuts. It's mental. It's hard to drive this bike slow. The XSR900, it's easier. It's fun to ride it fast, but it's like, you would count it as a slow bike. It's fun to ride that bike fast, but it's also fun to just putt around on it because it just feels good. This thing just wants its neck to be wrung out. So, take that as you will. Me personally, picking between a 700 and a 900. This thing is a torque monster. No joke. It's going to blow the 700 out of the water. But if you're going for classy, for what this bike is, it doesn't look like it. It doesn't need this much power. If you're gonna get something that's this fast, get the FZ09. It looks like it's supposed to be that fast. This thing looks like it's supposed to be a classy touring bike. And it's not, it's just insane. It's good looking and insane. The 700 is good looking, it's quick, and it's manageable for someone who's starting off riding and someone who's been riding a long time. I have a lot of friends who have the 700 who adore that bike. They've had it for many years. Like Cam, he's had his bike. He's never getting rid of that FZ07. But I contemplate getting rid of my FZ09 if the right offer comes along, if the right bike comes along for me. So, take that as you will. I would personally get the 700 over the 900. All right. So that's going to be all for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video of the Yamaha XSR900. This bike is so classy. It's so good. So if you guys like the video, make sure you go down below, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you haven't already, come out to WestSide Motorsports, say hi to these guys, and check out these bikes, man. They are very knowledgeable. They got a lot of great selection out here between side-by-sides and bikes. So that's everything, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.